The Democratic Party has convened, and not with the usual pomp and circumstance of a political convention. This time, the conventions are unconventional.
On opening night, we heard calls to unite the Democratic Party and America. Denver 7 Chief Investigator Tony Kovaleski is going 360.
New York's governor was the first headline speaker of the night. His 360 perspective centered on the country's response to the pandemic, and he talked about leadership.
Americans' eyes have been opened, and we have seen in this crisis the truth that government matters.
The surprise of the night, former Ohio Governor John Kasich, a Republican, crossing the aisle trying to convince other Republicans to vote for the Biden ticket.
I'm a lifelong Republican, but that attachment holds second place to my responsibility to my country. Many of us can't imagine 4 more years going down this path. And that's why I'm asking you to join with me in choosing a better way forward.
Our 360 analysis now spins to a former candidate and a former First Lady. Bernie Sanders trying to unify the vote after a spirited campaign, and Michelle Obama talking about Joe Biden's character.
My friends, I say to you, to everyone who supported other candidates in the primary, and to those who may have voted for Donald Trump in the last election, the future of our democracy is at stake. The future of our economy is at stake. The future of our planet is at stake.
So if you take one thing from my words tonight, it is this. If you think things cannot possibly get worse, trust me, they can and they will if we don't make a change in this election. If we have any hope of ending this chaos, we have got to vote for Joe Biden like our lives depend on it.
For more perspective, we take a 360 look at the latest polls. CNN's latest numbers show going into the convention, among likely voters, the Biden-Harris ticket has a 53-46 lead. CNN also polled the 15 top battleground states, and that poll shows a much tighter race with Biden-Harris holding just a 1 percentage point lead. And the latest ABC News Washington Post poll among people absolutely certain to vote shows the Biden-Harris ticket with an 11 percentage point lead, entering a convention where they expect a post-convention bump.
Since 1968, on average, candidates have received a 5-point bump in the polls following their conventions.
For additional perspective, we opened our lens to Joe St. George, the national political editor for Scripps TV stations.
We've never had a virtual convention. The most important number tomorrow will be total viewers. Did people actually tune in to this year's convention the way they did 4 years ago, 8 years ago? That's the big question tomorrow.
You know, I noticed at their convention tonight, these are all taped speeches. Michelle Obama, her speech is taped. Why don't they tell me that? I'll tape my speech. Next week I'll tape it. It's a lot easier. I'll make sure it's perfecto. Every word will be perfect.
Our president offering the final perspective for us there. On Twitter tonight, we asked people if they didn't watch, why not? And if they did watch, why? A non-watcher tweeted, I had no idea it started tonight. I watched the Rockies. And a watcher tweeted, yes, because it was historical, more powerful and unifying than anything I've seen in the past year. And Jessica also receiving strong reviews on Michelle Obama's message tonight. Night 2 tomorrow.
And we'll be watching. Thank you, Tony.